Hello people, Tony here and welcome back to TTBurger Game Reviews, and this is my Bloody Roar series review, and we are at the final part of my Bloody Roar series review. This is episode 125, part 4 of 4. And before we get started here, I got a little TTBurger recap here to show you all what you missed in episode 125, part 3 of 4, as I took a look at Bloody Roar 3 for the PlayStation 2 and gave it an 8.5 out of 10 because it was a good game, but it felt like it was lacking in content and stuff when it came to like Bloody Roar 2 and stuff, and more could have been done with it, but it's still a great game to have in your collection, definitely. But today we're going to be looking at the final Bloody Roar game. Like I said, I'm skipping over Bloody Roar Prompt Fury, aka and Bloody Roar Extreme. It's the same game for Xbox and GameCube. I don't have it, but you can look at the final game here in the Bloody Roar franchise. And this was released in 2004. Actually, yeah, to take it back, late to 2003 exactly, I meant to say. And we got it right here. This is Bloody Roar 4 for the PlayStation 2. And as you saw the title, it was a shockingly bad game review here, definitely. And what I gotta say about this is definitely the worst game in the Bloody Roar franchise. It killed the Bloody Roar franchise, definitely, and Bloody Roar has not been another Bloody Roar game made since then. This game takes everything great about the other games in the franchise and turns them into garbage. There are some positive aspects about this game, don't get me wrong, but it gets overshadowed by all the negatives and stuff. And oh boy, do we have a lot to talk here, so let's get started. This is the first M-rated game and stuff, and like I mentioned here, like I'm just going to show it here, like this game has lots of blood in it, more blood than the other games did, and I mean, like, but when you look at the, I know I'm kind of going off, usually I talk about the story, but I just want to get out there, but like, look at this. Does this look M-rated to you here? It just looked like spots of Kool-Aid laid on the ground like that, and just the blood just doesn't look realistic at all. It's like it's just splatters of Kool-Aid coming out of the character, and it just looks ridiculous here, like how they overdid it with the blood and stuff, but just that it just made it so unrealistic, like it's cherry Kool-Aid and such. And like I know it's kind of a nitpick there, but if you're gonna make an M-rated game for blood and violence stuff, like this doesn't really look M-rated here. It's kind of like a joke. But I kind of talked about that a lot. Let's get back on track here. Story here. Let's talk about the story. The story is an absolute mess, and it makes no sense whatsoever. Not only does it have nothing to do with the other 3 games in the Bloody Roar franchise, except like mentioning zone dopes going out of control and stuff like that and such. This game has tons and tons of plot holes and stuff that which scxcr mentioned in his review, so definitely check his review out too. It's a very long video, but it's worth it. It goes in depth with the plot holes and such. I mean, like I said, they mentioned zone dopes going out of control and there's problem stuff like earthquakes and such going on and violence going on. But the main focus of the story is about Ryoho and Mana. Ryoho is a dragon vessel and Mana's a 9-tailed fox, and Ryoho is a dragon vessel seal that has come loose and caused zone dope problems and earthquakes and violence and stuff. And so Mana needs a zone dope, a strong zone dope, to fight Ryoho and reseal the vessel and stop the violence and more. The story is so dumb and such, like it makes no sense at all. I mean, like it's just like it's mainly focused, like every character in this game has to fight Ryoho, the dragon vessel and stuff, and it's so dumb. Like it pretty much has no interaction with other characters most, except like Gato and Sheena and stuff like that, and stuff like that, more and more. But still, like the story is an absolute mess. It's also, so that doesn't help that the subtitles have so many typos and the voice acting is so bad due to the language change, which I'll get to that later. But it's just so dumb and makes no sense at all. And just, yeah, you'll get what I mean if you do play the game. Now for graphics are okay, but it does have some problems here. The character models do look great and stuff, but they're just copied and pasted from Bloody Roar Prompt Fury and Bloody Roar Extreme right down to the bone, to the costumes, to everything. It's just they couldn't make any new costumes for the characters, so it's like, oh, well, we're lazy, so let's just use the costumes they had from Bloody Roar Prompt Fury, Bloody Roar Extreme, and put them in this game and stuff, and there you go, voila. And like it's just laziness in my opinion. I mean, like they animate made decently. I mean, it's just laziness in my opinion. And like while the characters look okay and the animate made decently, it's still lazy in my opinion. Same with the backgrounds. The backgrounds are just copy and pasted from Primal Fury and Extreme, except they have darker lighting to fit the mature feel to it and stuff, like mature rating. And I don't know how dark lighting in the backgrounds and stages makes it mature in my opinion. It's like that they thought, oh, this will be more mature because it's dark, and dark is for mature people, which doesn't make any sense at all. The cutscenes are awful. The characters move like stiff mannequin-looking robots, and the lip syncing is just awful, which I'll talk to in a little bit. And like I mentioned, the subtitles are badly translated with typos and words that don't match what the characters are saying. And also the frame rate doesn't really hold up either, which is strange to have that happen in a fighting game. And it's mainly noticeable when you go into beast form. It's like when both you and your opponent are in beast form, the game just chugs along like a snooze fest. And even when it's just one character in beast form, the frame rate slows down. It's like the frame rate is never consistent in stuff. Like, I mean, when you're fighting in like your human form, it's fine, but when you transfer into beast form, that's when it slows down. Now for the sound. Awful voice setting. Some of the worst voice setting I have ever heard. The voice setting is only in English, and you don't have an option to listen to the Japanese audio, which would have been awesome because I've heard the Japanese audio on YouTube and it sounds 10 times better. And also the lip syncing doesn't even match up either, like I said, because it's all lip synced to the Japanese audio, and the lip syncing is so bad. Like scxcr mentioned this in his review, where the characters' mouths will either keep moving while they talk, or they'll stop and such, and like. It's almost as bad as Largo Winch Commando Star's voice setting, but I think it's even worse and stuff, because like you didn't really have like out of sync lines and stuff like that and stuff like that. It all sounds phoned in, like they couldn't be more bored to be there. And most of the actors don't even pronounce the word zoanthrope correctly. They pronounce it as zoanthropes. Like almost every character except for like Mana pronounces zoanthropes wrong. And some of the actors have been in other games too, and they did a much better job. And sure, like if they had the option for the Japanese audio, the English would still be bad, but it would not have been a huge issue because you would have avoided it, but you can't and such. And there are times where like certain lines of dialogue will get cut off from a cutscene transition and stuff. And here I'm gonna show you a clip on how bad the voice setting is. I mean, normally I don't do this anymore because it just takes up too much time. But here I just want you to see how bad the voice setting is, and you'll be amazed at how bad it is, definitely.
Yaha!
Mana, what's wrong?
Someone's here.
What? I don't know who's there, but whoever it is, they had better come out. Otherwise, don't expect to go home in one piece.
I've been found out. You've got excellent intuition, young girl.
Oh, lady, why are you here?
Old lady? I'm not that old.
Aha! Why did you come here?
Yeah, what are you doing in a place like this?
I've been searching around this area for remaining folklore, but it appears that the nine-tailed fox was here with the water god. Do you know anything about it? This is a strange place, after all.
I see. You're another fool who has come to steal the power of Nine-Tail.
The music is a little better, but not much. This time we go for this like percussion sounding music, and it's nowhere near as good as the rock tunes from the other games. Sure, they had to have some rock tunes, but it's over-layered with like a bunch of percussion instruments and such. The best audio track in my opinion is the Aquarium level, and it is a great song, but that's not saying much at all. And now for the gameplay. Whew, boy, do we have a lot to say here. There are lots of bads here, but there are some goods, but they get, like I said, they get overshadowed by the bad. First off, you have a decent amount of characters to choose from and such, and some new characters here. And like for this review, I'll be playing as 5 characters this time. I'll be playing as Nagi Kirishima from Japan, who's the spurious zoanthrope, who is like some succubus-like creature. Alice Sugagami from Japan, once again the rabbit zoanthrope. Jenny Bittori from Great Britain, who is the bat zoanthrope. Jean Garo, aka Shina, from France, who's the leopard gecko. And Yuriko Nonomura from Japan, who's this time not the half-beast zoanthrope. This time she's a cat. We kind of knew she was a cat from the beginning and stuff, but still. And there are a decent amount of character and stuff here, but like, it doesn't really save the game at all. You got a decent number of modes here and such, but like a lot of the modes you're not even going to play, like computer battle and stuff, and you'll be playing like versus that and team battle and all those things, but still, it's like not really much fun to have because the game is just not very good. Like the opponent AI is just very unbalanced. I mean, like most of the time they like just stand there and don't do anything, and you can beat them no problem. But other times they'll be powered and not give you a chance, like in the last game and stuff. Like this was a problem throughout all the games. I mean, I know Bloody Roar is considered a button masher, but when this goes overboard with the button mashing and stuff, definitely. And like, the game just feels way too easy. Like you can do like automatic combos stuff like that because like they simplified the game and stuff where like you won't have no problem with combo stuff like that, which makes the game too easy too, and the opponents can do the same for you. And like I mentioned, not a lot of the modes are that much fun and stuff, and like this is a part of the bads here, and like there won't be much to do. I mean, like, how do you make a game with not much content and with all these modes? Simple, just make the gameplay bad and stuff, and the other things bad. And like, they have this new health system here where like with the way it's set up, you can transform into beast mode anytime, and you can pull off your beast drive move at any time as well. And like you have 2 health meters, one for your like beast mode and human mode, and when you run out of health in human mode, you automatically switch to beast mode, and that's how you like defeat each opponent and stuff. And it just makes it like very complex and complicated, but also makes it a little too easy at times as well, because like you can just pretty much spam your beast drive mode or go into beast mode anytime you want and stuff, and you'll easily win and stuff. But like some of the beast drive modes don't even take away that much health there and stuff. And also, like I mentioned, stuff like you'll hear the same grunts and everything over and over again and stuff like the first Bloody Roar game, which still no change there. Kind of lazy there. They could have been doing a lot more here. And like I mentioned before, the opponent AI has the worst balance limits ever, and just like it's like on a seesaw going up and down. And the controls are responsive, but they swap the buttons for throw and kick, and like it can be changed, but why would they change the buttons like that? I don't know. And there also is some freezing issues as well, and like of course like there's also some graphical glitches too and stuff with clipping issues here and there too. Like in cutscenes you'll see hair clipping through a character's neck or something like that, so it just no care went into it at all, it feels like. And the career mode here could have saved the game. Like it could have been like a different type of story mode and stuff, but all you basically do is go from one place to the next, fighting these opponents over and over again to unlock points, to unlock characters and stuff. I know scxcr mentioned this too, so I gotta give them credit here once again. But like you have characters you can unlock like Koryu, Uranus, and Ryoho Mana and Ryo the Dragon, but for some reason Long and Sheena are locked in this game for some reason, which you don't really add anything new to the game, like you don't have any new moves or anything, but it's just to say like why would they do that? I don't know. And just the career mode is just awful and stuff. I mean, like once you get all the characters unlocked, you're not gonna go through it again, and that's basically what it is there. I mean, this game could have been great, but instead it ends up being the worst game in the franchise, and they killed Bloody Roar because of this. It was just awful that they would like take a great franchise and just bury it alive in the hole and stuff. And I don't know why I don't know what they were thinking, but still, this was not a good move at all. Definitely not a good move at all. So my final thoughts here are: if you want Bloody Roar and when you want to try it out, pick it up, but
What do you think
honestly,
you're doing?
I don't recommend this game at all because it's just so bad. Like,
I think we
it's
can
just
trust
not
this
worth it
girl
at all and stuff,
for the
and like,
moment.
Yes.
just not worth it because like especially when you had games like other Bloody Roar games that did that were so much better and stuff, but here this isn't the case at all. I
I'll
mean,
be brief.
could have been
There's a
awesome,
person
but
who
it
I want you to defeat.
they just killed the
Please come to
franchise
the temple
definitely.
written here.
Due to the complaints I have with this game, the score I'll be giving it is a 4 out of 10. And that's the best score to give it. I could give it a little bit lower, but it's just, I don't know. I just think that's the best score to give it, a 4 out of 10. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about the Bloody Roar franchise here. You got the franchise. There's 5 games in the franchise you guys that you have to check out. I do not recommend Bloody Roar 4, and Bloody Roar 1 hasn't aged great, but still good to check out if you wanna experience how it began. Bloody Roar 2 and 3 are also definitely recommend you checking them out. And Bloody Roar Primal Fury and Extreme, if you want some Bloody Roar on your GameCube or Xbox, pick those up too because they're just as fun as well. But that's pretty much all I gotta say for this episode. If you like the video, feel free to subscribe, like the video, comment down below. Don't forget to join my Discord group, TTBurger Gamers United, because we're always looking for more people to join. Which all I gotta say is Tony, peace out, and stay tuned for the next episode. And what will I do in the next episode? Well, you'll have to find out. That's what all I gotta say is Tony, peace out.